What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. Today I'll be showing you an updated version of my 2K Centillion setup because I've heard some people say it was outdated before. Some people are complaining it's not working. I felt like I needed to make a new one, so here's a new one. And this one I feel is more so an actual 2K setup. The other one I feel like kind of pushed it, kind of using some things, so specifically with Arcane Lightning, I went and used the Fusion one, and I felt like that was kind of pushing it at the time, and then some other things too, Evo wise. So I made it a little more reasonable, I feel, and also there's new items, so I figured might as well. And over here I have all the ores, each thing. Some of these ores kind of leaked over here because I forgot to close the gate, but here's each suffix I got. You can't really tell, but you can kind of tell. And you end up getting inf, and you get inf like all the way over here. So you have nothing to worry about. So I'm gonna go ahead and just start the video. Hope you enjoy. Yes, 2K Cent. Before we start though, I asked if you feel free to like the video, comment, subscribe if you want to, and yeah, that's all I gotta say. Discord's in the description as always. But there's some ore. There's more ore. Here's more. And then there's inf. And unlike last time I just kind of went through and showed you what it is. This time I'm gonna actually go and build the whole thing from scratch. I saved some little pictures to look at. So yeah, I'm just gonna build the whole thing. Alright, so I'm a rebirth now. And similar to last time, oh, I haven't even rebirth today. Similar to last time, this is no exotics, no executive, no super, no enchants, none of that. It's just things most of you might already have. I don't need a Pandora's box. But I'm gonna get some money real quick, and then I'm just gonna buy everything I need. So, angels, to get a little extra. I think I have that wrong. I'm gonna put you here. Alright, yeah, I have more than SXD. Alright, so you need SXD to do this, obviously, so if you don't have money yet, get some. You're going to need a lot. So basically what we're going to do is just buy everything in the shop. And I'll be back once I've done that. And yeah, yeah. Alright, now that you have bought basically everything from the shop, the first thing you're going to do is... Well, before we do the first thing, if you're executive, similar to last time, and if you watched the last 2K Cent, go ahead and get some wall segments and place it around the edge of the base, because it just makes it a lot easier in terms of like referencing what I'm building. So just place it 4 away from the edge of the base, so right up here, and you're gonna only do it on 2 sides. So just place it like that, 4, 4. You can like multi-select if you want. But yeah, if you're executive, do this. If you do not have executive, don't do this. Otherwise, you're just not going to have enough space. Only do this if you have the executive game pass. Alright, just executive only. Alright, after this, if you don't already have a mega platform, you need a mega platform. That's the first thing we're going to use. It's pretty much the first thing we did in the last video. So, well, not last video, but the last setup. So, over in this corner, or any corner, but if you have executive, go ahead and place it away from the walls. Get yourself a mega platform and just place it in the corner. Now, once you're here, you're going to get some wall segments. And the first thing you're going to do is just place 2 on this edge and then 1 here. And I'm going to get some light because it's kind of dark. Let's get a torch because I know I'm going to just put 1 here anyways. Alright, so place some wall segments here. 2 on this edge, 1 on this edge. Go over here. Place 2 more on this edge, 1 here, so not exactly on the edge of the base, the edge of the platform this time. Then you're going to get yourself some conveyors. We're going to grab a basic conveyor for this turn. If I can find it, I bought basics, they're up here. Get a basic conveyor here. I'm going to just throw a basic down here and just see if I get it right. Put a plasma conveyor here, a plasma conveyor here. And you're going to get 4 transponders. And we're going to be doing a transponder loop. So ore transponder here, 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 and then here. So it's going to be in a little loop. Alright, finish placing conveyors, place a plasma here, then one here. Then you're going to grab another segment and place it here as a little wall. You're going to grab a reversible conveyor, go ahead and place it here. Now you're going to grab yourself a molten forge and place it right here. Get yourself another wall segment, place it here. Get yourself some centering conveyors, because yes, centering. Place one here, place one here, here, and then just go ahead and get some normal conveyors if you want. I'm just going to grab walled conveyors because they're just there. Now the mine we're going to use, it doesn't matter what mine you use, but it's going to loop until Centillion, so you can use whatever mine you want, but for me I'm just going to use Dragon Glass. That's just what I've been using to test the setup. Now, this loop should be done. It should look kind of like this. If it's not, pause the video. Well, actually, no, I need to put a centering. If it's not looking like this, go ahead and pause the video. Make sure it looks like this with the centering there. And then, once you've done that, go ahead and just grab some centering. Bring it down and put a Freon Bombarder. So it's basically the exact same thing as we did last time, although I'm actually going to go ahead and throw a tracker here just so I can visually see how much I get. So I'm just going to go ahead and throw a premium tracker there. So once you have this, you should be done with this platform. I'm going to go ahead and move this for now. I'm just going to put it here, move it out the way so I can build the thing that's going to go under the platform, which is your blaster loop. So what you're going to go ahead and do is grab a blaster of your choice. I'm going to go ahead and use Dragon Blaster. I personally recommend you go ahead and use Dragon Blaster also, but that's up to you. You don't have to, but I would say to just go ahead and use a Dragon. Alright, now grab a gate. I'm going to buy a gate. I'm going to buy the shop one. It's the same thing as a spooky, but I'm just going to get to use the shop. Alright, now you're going to get some wall segments. I may have misplaced this. I'm certain I did. I think it is misplaced. Maybe. I think it's one off. But if not, if it's one off, we can just drag it. Alright, so you're just going to place a wall segment, I guess 5 away from this edge, 1 right here. I'm just gonna go ahead and get a thing. There we go. So a wall segment right there. Doesn't matter which one. I personally am just using it last because you can actually see through it. Then you're just gonna go around, place 2, skip 1, as that's where the ores are gonna enter. Place 2 more, and then you're gonna head up here. Place 1, place 3. And then you're just going to place like a 2x4 in here. So your outline should look similar to this. If it doesn't, you messed up. Fix it. Alright, so once it looks like that, you can just go ahead and grab a whatever conveyor you want to use, plasma. I'm just going to grab conveyors. We're going to grab a plasma conveyor. It in every spot except each of the corners, because you can't turn with these. So plasma conveyor, filling up every little gap except the ones in the corner. And in the corner we're just going to use basic conveyors. So just no centering, just go ahead and use basic. All in those corners, but down here in this corner we're going to put a reversible so we can actually take the ore out once it's done looping. Then we're going to grab a conveyor ramp, put it right here, and then we're going to grab hydraulic unstable conveyors and just put it above the whole thing, all the conveyors. Doesn't matter how you put it. But once you select it, go ahead and raise it by 1, otherwise it can't enter. I should mention that. If you don't, it'll just get stuck on the little wall. So raise the hydraulic conveyor by 1 and just place it all the way around. Doesn't matter how you place it, as long as it's above all the conveyors. Alright, once you've done that, the chamber thing itself should look like this. Should be done for the most part. Now, once you've done that, I'm gonna go ahead and look at this real quick. Platform's there, right? I want a full overview. Okay, I think it's right. It looks right. Actually, I can just go ahead and see if I have it in the right spot. So I'm gonna just go ahead and grab a teleporter real quick. You don't have to do this, I just want to see if I place it right, otherwise I'm gonna have to go back real quick and fix the thing. Yeah, this needs to all blue back. Alright, so if you're still building, go ahead and stop real quick. If you have it like this, just select everything. Well, actually select all the hydraulic. Just move the hydraulic out. Select everything real quick and just move it out 1. So the blaster shouldn't be up against the edge. I knew it was 1 off, but I didn't think it was. I thought I just went ahead and placed it there anyways, but I guess I left room. Alright, so place it here. Alright, so this first glass segment should be 6 studs away from this edge and on the edge of this. So the blaster, you should have room back here to place a hydro if you want to. I think that's why I left a gap. Yeah, that's why I left a gap. But we're still just going to use the Dragon Blaster. Now, if you had to do this, just go ahead and move the hydraulic stuff back on there. Alright, so once it's there, you can go ahead and place the platform back if you want to. Alright, so once that's done, where's my image? We're going to go ahead and grab a conveyor. Just a basic conveyor. Place it facing down, then turn it. Now, what we're going to do here, you have 2 options. For me, I'm going to just use an ore repeater. If you don't have an ore repeater, you can just use a centering conveyor. But I feel like it's going to be better because the ore are frozen, so they might slide around on the centering conveyor. And the reason I want it to be centered is because we're going to be placing a blazing annihilator to make the ore not frozen for this first part through the setup. So if you don't have an ore repeater and you can't place it here, what you can do is just grab a center conveyor and just like place it here. You can just kind of hope it works. You can put some conveyor walls around, but for me, I'm gonna just go ahead and use an ore repeater. That's what I use. And if you have an ore repeater, feel free to. If you have a ore evaluator, you can do that too. Either one works, but for me, I'm just gonna use an ore repeater because that's just what I tested with. Now, once you've done that, go ahead and place a Freon Blast Upgrader. Just to be safe. I don't know if you need to or not, but I'm just going to place it. I recommend you do, because I don't know if this thing sets the ore on fire. Sometimes it does for me, sometimes it doesn't. But just go ahead and place one. And then we're going to place a orange teleporter here. Now, once you've done that, I'm going to head back over here. We're going to grab some centering conveyors. Place one here. One going this way. 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to place the one right here. So it should look somewhat like this. We're going to grab some basic conveyors for the corners. And then we're just going to grab a bunch of conveyor walls and put it around it. I think I had left that there. Alright, so place conveyor walls around. If you want to, you can place a glass wall segment here since there's going to be a gap if you use conveyor walls. Same with this spot. Oh, I'm out of glass wall segments. Surprising. Alright, so place a glass wall segment there, a glass wall segment here, and then a glass wall segment here. So it should look like this. The ores are just going to kind of drop in here. So that's how they get down there. You're not going to use a teleporter. And then I need to place one more here. Alright, so you should have something like this. It's kind of hard to see. There's not much room for me to show. But if you follow along correctly, it should just like be drop down in here, and then it just goes in. Nothing special. Alright, so that's the first part here. The next thing you're going to want to do is head over here, and if you're using if you're using Repeater, don't worry, just leave it at 0. Leave Evaluator at normal upgrade number. Just place it, and it should just take it here to here. Alright, and I mentioned that just in case you're wondering. Now the next thing you're going to do is take your orange teleporter receiver and place it, looks like here. Yes, that's splitting. So you're just going to place it right up against the edge of the Freon. So it should be like splitting, sort of, the teleporter. So the teleporter should be like splitting. Looks like that. Hopefully you place it right. You need to place it right. Let's just say that. If you don't place it right, you're doing it wrong. And you'll know you do it wrong because you won't have room on this edge of the base for something that's going to be over here. Alright, so place your receiver. Go ahead and place another tracker. Doesn't matter if you use the shop one or the premium. Don't use Purity Tracker. That's not really a tracker for the ore valley. That's tracker for tags. Use a normal tracker if you need to. Alright, so after that we're going to grab a centering conveyor. Centering conveyor. Centering conveyor. There we go. I'm just going to grab a centering conveyor. Place one down. We're going to grab a conveyor ramp. Just the small one. We're going to grab a ore stopper. We're going to place it right here. And then we're going to place 4 over here, aligned with the tracker. Now once you've done that, I think I'm going to just have to scroll all the way down. Now we're going to do a small little loop. If you might remember sort of from last time, although it's a little different, now it's just kind of one big loop. So first thing I'm going to use is a heat condenser. We're going to place it there. I'm going to need to grab a portable flamethrower, place it next to the ramp, like that. After you've placed it, go down and grab yourself a ore roaster. And then we're going to use a Freon sprayer. Not a Freon Bombarder this time, we're just going to use a Freon sprayer. After that, we're going to go ahead and grab a... I don't remember the name. I'm going to scroll down. I don't remember the name. It's the... not UFO, the... drone upgrader, that thing. We're going to grab a drone upgrader, place it right there. We're going to grab a cryogenic upgrader. So far you should have this and this line. Next we're going to grab a ore welder. Well, yeah, industrial ore welder. Then we're going to place a hydraulic ramp upgrader. After that, just place a reversible conveyor. Like that. And then we're going to grab a ore elevator. Alright. Once you've done that, go ahead and grab yourself a satellite beam. Place it here. We're going to grab yourself a I can't even look it up. Recliner. Grab yourself an ore recliner. I think that's right. Yeah. Ore recliner. We're going to grab yourself a Statue of Knowledge. Now, if you don't have Statue of Knowledge, you don't have to place it. It's a fabled. You may or may not know how to get it. How you get it is that you help someone rebirth for the first time. So, if you have an alt and another computer, or laptop, or whatever, you can just make another account and just help that account rebirth once. And you should get Statue of Knowledge. If I'm correct, that's how you get it. But if, like I said, if you don't have it, it shouldn't be a big deal. It's only ×2 if I'm correct. 2.5, something like that. Next thing after that, we're going to grab a ore zapper. Place it down. And I'm going to go ahead and just place some coal right now, just so I don't have to come back over here. We're going to place a coal mine, and we're just going to place a plasma conveyor. Now, I say use Plasma Conveyor just because it's fast enough and it'll catch these 2 coal mine ores, but it shouldn't really matter. Now, after the ore zapper, we're going to use the spectral upgrader, this weird thingy. Now, once you have placed that, we're going to grab another ore elevator, place it right here, so on the right side of the ore elevator, so it should still be aligned over here. After that, we're going to grab a ore winder, place it right there. We're going to grab a microwave, portable microwave, and just place it right here. Once you've done that, grab some more ore stoppers. We're going to place it down on the edge of the winder. Then we're going to grab a mini upgrader. Just a singular mini upgrader. It's going to loop, so you should be fine. After that, we're going to grab another centering conveyor. We're going to place it on the right side of it. Then we're going to grab a ramp. We're going to use a large conveyor ramp. So not the one with the converter thing, just the new version of it. The one without the little thing. Not the large converter. We're going to use the one with nothing on it. So it's just going to go straight up. And that's why we have the centering, because we're going to place a ore steamer next. Since that thing is in the middle, it'll just go right in. Now once you've done that, we're going to grab some orbital upgraders. We're just going to place 2 on the side of the ramp. I'm going to place one there and here. Now after that, we're going to grab some conveyors. We're going to place 3 plasma conveyors, and then we're going to use a base conveyor. And then I'm just going to go ahead and place a conveyor wall. Don't use a stopper, use a conveyor wall, because I think something's going to be right up here. It's going to need this little spot. So place a conveyor wall here. Now once you've done that, your first loop should look something like this. I'm going to go ahead and remove the orbitals real quick and just put them there. Your first loop should look similar to this. If it doesn't, feel free to pause the video and just remake it. But if it does look like this, we are going to move on. Alright, so I'm going to place the orbitals back. After that, we're going to head over here. We're going to grab the orb elevator, place it right here. We're going to scroll all the way down and grab, I think they're called the repulsion device. Yes. It's like the plasma iron scanner things, but it's a way up high version and it's a little better upgrade. But we're going to place 2 right there. I'm going to move one over here real quick. We're going to grab a green tea kettle and place it right there. Now, if you can't place it here, then you've done something wrong, and it's probably the location of the teleporter receiver. Or you may have just added one extra little upgrade here. But you should have enough room to place the green tea kettle. If you don't, you've done something wrong. Like I said, the odds are it's probably going to be something over here with the teleporters. So, hopefully did it right. This is on the very edge, these wall segments, so just make sure this teleporter is in fact in the right spot and this is actually built correctly. And like I said, you'll know that if you can place the green tea kettle here. So if you can place it there, you're fine. We'll continue. We're going to place 4 more repulsion devices. And we're going to use a normal green tea latte. Now, it's not going to upgrade, but we're just using it as a turn since it just fits. Now, after that, we're going to place, I think it looks like 4 more of these. So in total, there should be 10. So 4 here, 4 on the bottom, and then 2 near the elevator. Now, once you've done that, we're going to go ahead and place a ion field. I should have done this with the loop. We're going to place an ion field right here. So you'll know it's right. The little thing's going to be right there. That little orange thing should be like splitting the elevator and the satellite beam. But you should have an ion field here in the little gap right here. You only need one, so it's going to be looping. After that, we're going to grab a, I don't remember what it's called, I don't even know the name. I'm just going to scroll down. What's it called? It's that new thing, Rotary Upgrader. We're just going to grab it, place it right after. Then we're going to grab yourself a Astral Setter. Place it on the left side of the conveyor. You're going to grab a ramp. A large conveyor ramp. Same one as last time. You're going to grab yourself a flamethrower. Put it right there. So you should barely see the little flame thing. Alright, after that, you're going to place aerogel. The aerogel. I don't know the name. What? Aerogel refiner. Yeah, we're going to place 3 of them. After that, we're going to place a chemical refiner. After that, we're going to place the nuclear chamber. Right after that, we're going to place a deadly spore. And then we're going to have to use mini conveyors because we don't have much room here. So, oh, I didn't buy it. It's not mini conveyors, it's tiny conveyors. Tiny conveyors. Alright, we're going to place 2 tiny conveyors here. We're going to place a conveyor wall here. I'm just going to go and place one here also. We're going to grab yourself a hydraulic ramp. Hydraulic ramp up. And then we're going to place a hydraulic teleporter center. Now, this line should look kind of like this. Rotary, astral, ramp, aerogel. If it's not like that, feel free to pause the video, fix it. But I'm going to move on now. Alright. So, next thing you want to do is get your receiver, hydraulic receiver, and just put it max height. Now, you're going to want to put it right up against the Freon Bombarder. It's going to look like this. The conveyor is going to be right up aligned with this segment, I guess, the little hole. The 2 edges over here are going to be lined up with the Freon. 2 with this segment. So it should be right up against it. Alright, like I said, max height. Next thing you're going to do, grab yourself a center conveyor, hydraulic center conveyor, place it right there. Grab yourself a duality refiner. Place it right there. Max height. Stratospheric. Then we're going to grab the hydraulic freefall things. These, we're going to place 5. We're going to place 1 there, 1 there, 1 there, 4, and 5. So it's going to be like a little staircase. All the little like pillar beams should be lined up. So once you've done that, go ahead and grab your hydraulic duality. You're going to raise it 1 more time, and we're going to place it right there. I think that's correct. No, it looks like it's 1 out. We're going to place it right there. That way you'll hit the bottom beam now. So once you've done that, the next thing you're going to want to do is grab your anti-gravity device. And we're just going to raise it all the way up. Wait, anti-gravity. Anti-gravity device. We're going to... I have particles off, don't I? That's why I don't see. Particles, turn on. I want to see it. We're going to grab your anti-gravity device. And we're just going to put it all the way right here. Max height. Raised up, conveyor going this way. Now, don't worry, it's going to hit. You'll just let it fall and it'll hit it. Now we're going to grab a Skyliner. Place your first Skyliner right below in this little gap. Next thing you want to do is grab anti-gravity scanners and just raise it max height. All the anti-gravity stuff's max height. Place 1 here. 2, 3. Now, personally, I'd say go ahead and select all 3 and place them together, just so the beams are moving all in the same spot at the same time. That's just something I do. I don't know if it helps or not, but I'd say go ahead and do that, just in case. Now, we're going to place gravitational gear work next. If you have the Evo, I mean, you can try to fit it there. I don't know if they're the same size. But I'd say go on and just use the normal one. They might be the same size. I think this one's one bigger. No, they're the same size. It's just wider. No, it's one longer. Alright, cool. So I'd say just go ahead and use the gravitational gearwork. You can try and use the Evo. You may or may not have room. I think you might have room. I think that's why I have it right up against here. I moved it back one in comparison to what I had before. But go ahead and just use the non-Evo. The next thing you're going to want to do is grab an anti-gravity conveyor. And make sure it's going to the right, so to this corner with all the upgraders. Then we're going to grab a gravity normalizer. Make sure it's going this way. And then we're going to place it right here. Now, I'm going to just grab some ore real quick. I'm going to place an atomium mine. Just to visually see it. I like having a visual reference. Now what we're going to do is grab a blue teleporter. I think it's like right here. Yep. Alright, so I'm going to place it right there. And we're going to grab our other two Skyliners. Now I'm just going to raise it all the way up until it's the bottom of this. I think it's lined up with that anti-gravity. Yeah. So it should be aligned up with the anti-gravity, the edge of this anti-gravity, well, the gravity normalizer. Should be lined up right there. And just place two, since the third one's going to be over here. Now, once you've done that, you're going to grab yourself a conveyor wall. I'm going to do this part sort of backwards. Conveyor wall here and here. Grab a centering conveyor. Place two. So it's not going to be right up against the teleporter. There's going to be a little gap. You're going to grab a blue teleporter. Just place it right there. I'm going to place it here actually, just to give it more time to center. So place it at the edge of your base, or right up against the wall segments if you have these for executive. Now, I'm going to go ahead and remove the atomium mine now. Grab a nebula. It seems as though they're getting stuck somewhere is what it's saying. Oh, they're getting stuck here. I have a place too close. Do I have a place too close? I do have a place too close. No, it's not. Yes, it is. No, that's right. Or is it? I'm guessing. I'm second guessing myself. Atomium mine, tell me if I'm right. Alright, I'm gonna make sure this is right. It seems like a lot of ore getting stuck there. I'm gonna just make sure it hits. If not, I'm gonna just go ahead and move all the anti-gravity over one more. Yeah, the anti-gravity needs to be moved one more. I think that's aligned, right? Yeah. Oh no, it's just getting stuck on this part now. So it was fine before. It was just weird. Oh, I see what was wrong. It's different on two sides. I never knew that. Okay, false alarm. If you place it sideways, you might have to rotate that first one. So I'm gonna just move this back. Alright. So you should know if the anti-gravity is placed right, since it's just like hit the free fall thing and this should go right back up. And there should be a little gap on the Skyliner, so it shouldn't be getting stuck. So just make sure it's placed right, where there's a little hole. Alright. I never knew that was that way. Alright, so next thing we're going to do Now that I know that ores aren't getting stuck, I'm going to withdraw that. Next thing you're going to do is grab a virtual enhancer. Just using the normal one. Don't grab the Evo. Just use normal. Now we're going to grab a True Overlord device. Then we're going to grab ourselves a Quantum Clockwork. Tropical Breeze. And then we're going to grab Robotic Enhancer. Grab I forgot the name. Alright, Contra. The Maintenance Supporter. I always forget the name. We're going to have Maintenance Supporter. Then we're going to grab a Shard Park. We're going to grab a Pizza List. Then we're going to grab another Ore Elevator. Place it right there. You're going to grab a Alien Relic. And then we're going to grab a Pink Teleporter. And place it right there. So, it should look like this bottom row and top row. I don't think I went over that bit, but that teleporter needs to be placed there. It's going to look similar to this. Make sure the Skyliner, like I said before, is placed properly rotated. So, not where the middle thing's there, but there should be two. So it should look like that. Pause the video if you need to. And I'm going to move on now. Now, next thing we're going to do is head on down over here with your pink receiver. We're going to place it right here. So it should be kind of in the platform, sort of. Kind of. You're going to grab professional upgraders, just 3 of them. Fourth one I'm placing somewhere else because I just don't have room here. I don't. Now we're going to have centering. We're going to place 2 of them here. We're going to grab a conveyor wall from here real quick. Place 2 conveyor walls. We're going to grab an ore cannon. Place it right there. We're going to grab a flamethrower. Alright, once you've done that, you're going to grab your phase bombarder. Yes, the Evo. Place your phase bombarder there. Then you're going to grab yourself a big Alberto. Now, if you have big fungus, you can use it if you want. I don't recommend because you might accidentally get nan somehow, some way. So, just go ahead and place big Alberto. I'm going to place it backwards just because I like the way it looks in terms of the top beam facing the cannon. But that's just me. You don't have to. Now, after that, we're going to grab a Frozen Eclipse. Place it right there. I'm stuck. Place your Frozen Eclipse right there. I'm going to move this out a little bit. Place it over there. Ooh, that's bright. Why is it bright still? I'm actually just going to remove that. Alright, so Frozen Eclipse. Then we're going to grab a Searing Heat, the Evo. Place it right there. Then we're going to grab a Father Freon. After Father Freon, we're going to have a Frigid Dystopia. We're going to grab a Demon Core. Then we're going to use the Sporist, something I don't think I've ever used. Maybe it's like once. After that, we're going to grab a Azure Refiner, well, Azure Spore. Azure Spore. Now, we're raising Deadly Spore, so we're not going to get a good upgrade from this. I think we're just going to get it ×2 or something. I didn't really think that through when making the setup. It didn't come to mind. I was just thinking Spore to like get rid of effects, but it's not going to make a difference. And plus, you can't really swap it out. You don't have room. So, just use an Azure Spore. Gets rid of the poison effect from this and radioactive, I think. I think that's radioactive. Now, after that, we're going to place a Ancient Coliseum. And then we're going to place a green teleporter. Now it should look something like this. That teleporter's right up against the edge of the base in that segment down there. 3 professional, centering, cannon, all your upgraders in this order. That's a demon core, that's a searing heat, frigid dystopia, the sporist, phase bombarder, big Alberto. Place it in that order. Once you've done that, you're going to grab your green teleport receiver, head down over here, and 6 studs away from this. So if you need to, leave a gap of 2 there, place 1, place another, remove the first. So, or you can just do like 3 conveyors. You should have a gap like that. Place your green teleport receiver. Then we're going to grab yourself a banana sundae refiner. Banana sundae refiner. You're going to grab yourself a, I know this item. Atlantic Monument. Atlantic Monument, the Evo. We're going to grab ourselves a turbine chamber. After that, we're just going to grab a fractured reality. If you have the Evo, the good Evo, what's it called? Armageddon. If you have the Temporal Armageddon, you can put it there. I don't know why. It's up to you. If you just happen to have it, feel free. Don't use the other Evo, Universal, as that's actually a larger item. So if you don't have either, like I said, just use a normal one. Just keep doing what I've been doing. After that, use a ore, whatever you call it, ore illuminator. Place the ore illuminator there. You're going to grab yourself a gate, an ore gate. Then we're going to place a arcane lightning. After that, we're going to grab yourself a fire crystallized system. Get yourself a plasma conveyor. And 2 coal mines. Well, actually, I'm going to do 3, because that's what I did. But that's in a different picture. You're going to grab yourself some triple coal mines. Only place 3. Leave this gap here. I think there's a reason I have it. I don't remember what. After that, go ahead and place your Hades Palace. Alright. Once you've done that, place a hydraulic ramp. You're going to place 2. You're going to grab a hydraulic conveyor. And then we're going to grab a overhang. Overhang upgrader right there. So it should be 1 stud under the conveyor. After that, we're going to grab a conveyor. Basic conveyor. Do a turn. Grab your hydraulic ramp. Place 1 here. Raise. Raise. And then grab your hydraulic conveyors. Well, hydraulic conveyor. Place it there. And then place 1 there. After that, we're going to place a big Alberto. Not Alberto, Big Bertha. We're going to place Big Bertha right there. So, once again, I think it's 1 stud under. Once you've done that... Ooh, that's a weird picture. Once you've done that, you're going to place a... Okay, I know what's up. Place a conveyor this way. Place a conveyor this way. Then we're going to grab a Catastar. Catalyzed star right there. I'm going to grab some conveyor walls real quick. So if you want to, you can place a conveyor wall on these conveyors. Up to you. That's what I'm going to do real quick. After that, we're going to grab a ore elevator once again. We're going to place it right there. Grab yourself a... I don't know the name. No, I don't. It's that Reborn. It's that one Reborn that it, is never used. It's like a chamber type thingy. Vortex chamber. Yes. I think it's on this side. I can't tell. Can I tell from this picture? Yeah, it's on that side. Alright, so it's going to be on the right side of the vortex chamber conveyor, so like that. Alright, so before I go on, if you don't already have all this, pause the video if you need to, copy it. 2 hydraulic ramps there, 2, 3, sort of like that. Feel free to rewind. Next line right there. Only do 3 triple coal mines. Alright, there's a little overview so you can see. Alright, after that we're going to place our 4th professional upgrader. Now that we have room. After that we're going to place a holy cheese. Now I would say if you have a meatball upgrader you can put it there, but I'd say just go ahead and use holy cheese. I don't think you have room for meatball, and you're going to get spherical ore, so just use holy cheese. I shouldn't even bring that one up. Wheel. Mineral wheel. Place your mineral wheel next. Then we're just going to grab a scanner, plasma scanner. Place it right there. And this is why we left 1 triple coal mine out, because we don't have room for that. Now, next thing we're going to do is grab, I think it's 3 hydraulic ramp ups. And then a hydraulic conveyor. Then we're going to grab a Newtonic corridor. However it's pronounced. We're going to place it right there, 1 stud under that again. Then we're going to grab yourself a Tempest refiner. Place it right there. It makes it easy, so you can just kind of click this, and then Arcane Lightning will start to do its thing. So you don't really have to go on the other side of Arcane Lightning to click it and then run back over to open a gate. This just makes it a little easier since it's right there. Alright, that's just me rambling on. That actually needs to be one over. Alright, so Tempest refiner. After that, we're just going to grab a centering conveyor. Wild spore. This is already a very long video, I can tell. It's probably an hour already. It's like 50 minutes. Alright. Wild spore. We're going to grab a magma thingy. Or magnifier. Yes. And that's why we want the center conveyor. It's right there. If you want to put some walls, you can. I don't know where walls are for me, so I'm just going to look. If you want to put some conveyor walls, you can on the centering, you can put them right there. Up to you, optional decision. Next thing we're going to do is grab the ore negator. Wherever it is. Ore negator. After that, we're going to grab a rush upgrader. Place it right there. You're going to grab 2 basic conveyors. Alright, next thing is a plasma conveyor. Actually, no, not a plasma conveyor. My bad. That's an old image. Next thing you're going to do there is place a ramp. Not 2 conveyors. Place a large converter ramp. Grab a basic. Alright, so base conveyor, 2 walls, conveyor ramp. Now, next thing you're going to do, I didn't even take a picture, so I'm just going to go off memory with that. You're going to have a replicator. Just going to place it right there, I think it is. Looks like it. Grab 2 plasma conveyors, just place it there. You really only need 1, but I'm just going to place 2, because why not? Was it here or was it there? I'm going to place you here for now real quick just to see where it ended up. Okay, no, you were there. You were there. I remember. I'm certain you were here. Alright, so that's there. Then I had centering. 3 centering conveyors. Plasma. A plasma conveyor. Then we're gonna grab a helium blaster. Place it right there. Next, I'm gonna grab a molten forge. Once again, you're gonna need 2 for this. One at the very, very start, and one here. If you want to, if you only have one, if you remember, you can place this for the loop, and then you can just move it all the way over here once it's done looping in the transponder. But if you have it 2, you can just place both. Now, after that, you're gonna want to grab yourself a Tesla feeder. Just place it right there. Grab yourself a ramp. Grab yourself a replicator. Place it right there. So it should be more so on this side. You're gonna grab yourself a raised conveyor. Place 2. And you're gonna grab a orange teleporter sender. Back to the start of the setup. Once you've done that, go ahead and grab your black dwarf. Place it here. Grab a plasma conveyor. Place it there. I'm gonna go ahead and copy this and just place it here. It's just gonna be the same thing. I'm gonna place one over here real quick. See if I can get that right. I think it's one over. Now we're gonna grab your final upgrader. Just place it there. Yeah, I was way over. Alright. Place your final upgrader there. Next, we're gonna grab a Vulcan Destiny. Place it there. Remove that plasma conveyor and place a centering conveyor. It's not really gonna hit, I don't think. It might hit the very edge. It might help slightly. I'm gonna grab a tiny conveyor also. Just fill that little gap, just to be safe. I'm gonna grab a conveyor wall. Place it here. And once you're done with that, you can place whatever furnace you want. I'm gonna go ahead and use Guardian of the Gate. Well, Anguished Guardian of the Gate is, it just fits and it's good. Alright, so that's the setup. You can end the video here if you want. I'm gonna go ahead and just like run some ore through, like really speed this part up, because it's already a long video. It's already like an hour now. So I'm gonna just send some ore through the setup, and yeah, I'll be back once that's done, so it'll be a little while. Well, actually, before I do that, I need to remember. Hold up, I forgot to tell you. If you want to, you can place a Stardust Pulsar. That's up to you. You don't really need it. It's just kind of there. It's an optional thing. But yeah, Stardust Pulsar. And yeah, that's the Centillion setup. 2K cent. A little more reasonable, I feel like, in comparison to the last time. And a little more, I guess, neater, it looks like. Although it takes up the whole base again. But yeah, I'm gonna just like run the setup through real quick. Like really speed this part up. So yeah, I'll be back like whenever that is. Alright, well, there it is. There's Inf. 2K Centillion Part 2. I finished. Easy. Simple. I actually ended up getting Inf, if you saw before I slowed down the video again. I ended up getting Inf right over here. That's where my first Inf was. It was right there. Probably even before that. But that's where I first saw it at this ore gate. So yeah, that's Centillion Life 2K. If you're still here, thanks for watching that like quick sped up little portion that was pointless. Just me seeing if it worked still, which it does. But yeah, that's the setup. Hope you enjoyed. Leave a like if you want, subscribe if you want. Discord, as always, once again, is in the description. And yeah, comment, give me new setup. I need new setup. I want new idea of setup. What do you want? Life 5K cent, life 200 setup, 1K setup. What do you want? It doesn't have to be Centillion. comment something. I'll see you next time. Yeah, bye-bye. Rebirth, E. Centillion and two Centillion Overlord Telemonster, one video, easy, definite, not daily reset. Bye. Alright, I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time.